Hey guys, Andrew from E-Flite here, and welcome back for another weekly update video. We've had some really cool products come in this week, so I'm excited to share those with you. Let's get into it. The Commander from E-Flite was released a little while ago. We did have an initial stock shipment come in. Unfortunately, that was sold out almost before it landed, so we're happy to have restock of this beautiful aircraft. Now, as you can see from a close-up view, the aircraft has beautiful scale detail. The finish, the trim scheme on this is fantastic. You wouldn't even know it was foam from a couple of meters away. Not only is it finished really nicely, but it's a really well thought out aircraft. So the detail on this, from the wheel pants all the way up to the pilot and the instrument panel, it is a beautiful aircraft. It even has the ribbing within the wings, so really nice aircraft. And this runs on a standard style electronic setup, so it has a 45 amp speed control, 15 size brushless motor, also runs on a really common sort of 2200 3S size battery. This is the bind and fly basic, so you need to add battery, charger and your radio. Also comes in a plug and play version as well, so two options there if you guys don't want to use the AS3X receiver that does come in the bind and fly version. This unit does have AS3X and also it has safe select, so that is optional. You don't have to run that if you don't want to. Let's take a bit of a closer look at the inside of the aircraft. You can see how large the hatch is. Actually, before we do that, I might actually pop the hatch off just to show you how nice the fit and finish on the hatch is. So it slides back and you're left with a really large and nice area to work with in the hatch bay. So as you can see, really nice large hatch in here. A lot of space for the battery as well, so we could go slightly higher on the capacity, a little bit heavier, but we do have the option to move the battery forward and aft. Nice big cutout here in just behind the firewall for the battery to slide into as well. So a bit of option there if you want to increase your flight time. But all in all, a beautiful sport aerobatic aircraft and something that's going to look really nice in the air and also fly really nice for a wide flight envelope for every pilot. The DX5R from Spektrum has finally come into stock. So this radio was released probably a month and a bit back. We're actually lucky enough to get one early and do a review, so you can go check that out on our channel. So we've given our thoughts and put it through its paces. I've been running one personally. It's a fantastic radio. So it is a 5-channel. It is using DSM-R protocol. Very similar user interface to the 4R and previous Spektrum Surface radios, using the intuitive scroll wheel and a couple of buttons, so you can navigate your menus really easily. The radio does come with a 6-channel telemetry receiver as well, so you can take advantage of the 5 channels on here as well as some telemetry information. They're in stock, get them while they're hot. Another brand new arrival this week is the Convergence VTOL from E-Flite. We've been waiting on this a while, and this is a really cool product. So using the included and pre-tuned flight control system, you're able to fly this in multi-rotor and aircraft mode, and it's a pretty easy aircraft for most pilots to get a grasp on. In multi-rotor mode, you do have stability and acro modes available. So in stability, it would act like a typical multi-rotor aircraft, giving you limited pitch and bank angles and doing a lot of the hard work for you. In acro mode, you have full control. There is no pitch and bank angle limits, so you're able to do flips and rolls. The transition between vertical and forward flight is as simple as flipping a switch. And during this process, the flight controller has switched it to stability mode automatically, so it's nice and easy to fly during this process, and it's going to make for a really good aircraft to fly in small spaces like a multi-rotor, giving you the ability to take off and land out of confined spaces, so smaller parks, and then also being able to fly in forward flight. So super cool and innovative product using 3 powerful brushless motors. Runs on a 3S LiPo, so a really cool aircraft. We'll have a bit of a closer look at some of the details. So we have a few things here that I'd like to highlight. One is the mechanism, the servo-driven mechanism that transitions these motors from vertical to forward flight. Really nice and simple mechanism, just one servo on each motor pod and just a tie rod coming out to the motor. So nice and simple to transition there. Also, we have the hatch off and you can see where you would install your LiPo battery. This aircraft is FPV ready as well. So there's a little hatch beneath to contain your FPV camera and FPV system. So it's really easy to make this aircraft into an FPV craft and take your flight experience and VTOL experience to the next level with FPV. A really exciting new release from Rage RC is the Spirit of St. Louis. Now this is a micro 3-channel park fly or indoor aircraft. For you history buffs, the Spirit of St. Louis, it's modelled on the first full-size aircraft that completed the first solo flight across the Atlantic. So really cool scale detail in this little aircraft, and it comes as a ready to fly package. So this isn't a mode 2, it comes with the battery, the controller, batteries for the controller. A neat feature is the charger is actually built into the controller. So there's a flap on the side here with a lead to plug and charge your 150 milliamp LiPo in with. Also another neat feature of this aircraft, it doesn't use Velcro to hold the battery down, it actually uses magnets that are also in the belly of the aircraft as the channel for the battery to sit in. So nice and neat when you're mounting the battery. As I mentioned, this is a 3-channel aircraft, does have a lot of dihedral, so your main roll control is obviously going to be your rudder, and that is, as with all 3-channel aircraft, on your aileron stick or your main roll control stick. So it should make for a really nice park fly and indoor aircraft. Good for beginners all the way up to experienced pilots who would like a scale model of the Spirit of St. Louis. Thanks for joining us again, guys, for another weekly update video. I hope you've enjoyed the products we had a chance to show you today. Some really exciting brand new releases. Please, if you would like any more information on any of these products, check out the description in the video in the link below. We will be doing a video on the Spirit of St. Louis as well from Rage RC, so keep an eye out for that one, as well as the Commander. And we've already done a review video on the DX5R, so please go and watch that. Thanks, guys. I'm Andrew from E-Flite. See you next time.